In this video, we're going to talk about the 5 best Chevy Chevelles ever made. So stick around and I'll talk to you about all 5 of them. The 5 best Chevy Chevelles ever built. These were some of the fastest vehicles in the 60s and early 70s ever built on the road in the United States. The Chevy Chevelle was the ultimate working Joe's muscle car. It featured no gaudy graphics, didn't have any spoilers, none of those character cartoons all over it. What it did have was conservative styling and abundance of simple, no-nonsense horsepower. The Chevelle's 10-year production run perfectly mirrors the rise, pinnacle, and fall of the muscle car era. Beginning in 1964, with a modest but respectable package, the Chevelle consistently improved right up to the era's decline in the 1970s. With the most powerful rated factory muscle car to date, after that, the slow fade and downhill slide. The nameplate's final year of production, 1973, is best left a footnote in muscle car history. While there were plenty of tuners such as Yenko, Nicky, and Baldwin Motion, turning out downright obnoxious, in a good way, examples of the Chevelle. The factory offerings were hardly limp-wristed. Here are some picks for the 5 most desirable in all of the Chevelle lot. The 1964 Chevy Malibu SS 327 L76. Chevy wasted no time throwing its hat into the ring of the muscle car business with its hot new intermediate and the popular SS package. Far and away, the best of the new super sports was powered by the 365 horsepower, or 272 kilowatts, 327-inch cubic engine L76 from the Corvette. Though the option was officially canceled prior to the ramp-up of production, a small handful of cars did escape into the wild. The fast-winding small block and the lightweight chassis was a rocket ride for the fortunate ones who did and was able to purchase one of those vehicles. The 1965 Chevy Malibu SS 396 Z16. Chevelle fans didn't have to wait long for the new Mark IV big block engines to arrive. Known to enthusiasts by its regular production option code RPO of Z16. The big block Chevelle was an ultra desirable combination that was ultra difficult to acquire. Just 200 of these babies, the hardtops, and a single convertible were produced that year. The vast majority of these were pre-allocated to hand-picked journalists and celebrities, while the rest of us diehards were left swinging in the wind. The Z16's L37 mystery motor hauled butt with 375 horsepower and 279 kilowatts, while leaving us car enthusiasts clamoring for more. The 1966 Chevy Chevelle SS 396 L78. After torturing car enthusiasts for a year with the unobtainable Z16, 1966 was the year big block Chevelle went mainstream. In fact, starting in 1966, the only engine available in the Supersport model was a Mark IV big block. If you desire the fuel economy of a small block in your Chevelle, the SS was definitely not for you. The top dog for 1966 was the L78 396 cubic inch engine, again rated at 375 horsepower or 279 kilowatts. But much more available than the Z16s, this is the Chevelle that firmly entrenched the Chevelle in muscle car history. The 1969 Chevy Chevelle COPO 9562. The COPO Chevelle is likely the most powerful, most sought-after Chevelle that most people have never heard of. COPO is the acronym for Central Office Production Order. In short, it was a way for knowledgeable dealers to sidestep the 400 cubic limit and build a 425 horsepower or 316 kilowatt 427-inch cubic engine for Chevelle. While approximately a third of those produced were destined for modification at Yenko, the remainder were turned loose as is. Devoid of SS branding, this street sweeper would clean the clock of the guy in the cartoon car before he ever knew what hit him. Beep beep. The 1970 Chevelle SS 454 LS6. At long last, GM finally dropped the silly displacement cap on their intermediates for the 1970 model year. With the floodgates suddenly thrown wide open, Chevy engineers must have been rubbing their hands together in anticipation. They quickly dropped their brand new 454 cubic inch engine between the 1970 Chevelle's freshly redesigned fenders with a chuckle. They underrated the LS6 at a mere 450 horsepower or 335 kilowatts. In doing so, they created a muscle car legend. Well, there you go, everybody. 5 of the baddest muscle cars ever produced in the United States. I was driving in the 70s and 80s. These cars were highly sought after 20 and 30 years after they were out of production. So these are some outstanding cars. If you're into fast muscle cars, you can't go wrong with the 1970s brand or a 1960s brand Chevy Chevelle. If you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any of our videos. Stay tuned. I've got another Fast Fact video coming right up.